Hey, what's up guys? It's Tonic Dream, and today I want to show you some tips and tricks for sound design. Let's get into it, okay? This is my track called Missin' Miami. Let's get into it. So I'm going to play the intro for you, and we'll see what it sounds like. So I think the most interesting thing in this intro is this little noise whoop thing that you hear, right? It's kind of like a diver that combs on up, and yeah, let me show you exactly what I did for that. Yeah, so this is something that I definitely probably made in Serum. And let me go ahead and open a new instrument here, and let's create something. Whoops, is my MIDI turned in? Yeah, okay. So right now it's got alchemy, don't want alchemy, although it's awesome. Let's see, I can't really see around here. Sorry guys, the bottom of my screen is kind of cut off, so I kind of have to guess and feel around whether or not I'm clicking the right things, but luckily I got it right. We got Serum pulled up here, and this is something that I definitely threw like a comb filter on. I know that's how I made it get that sort of sweeping filter sort of sound. So let me see if I can find the comb filters here. Yeah, let me just throw one of those on here, turn up the resonance, drive to, and we'll just leave this like it is for now. And I definitely added some noise in there, as you heard, and I have a feeling I automated both of these. I'm gonna go ahead and throw an envelope on both the cutoff and the level over here. And what I want is I want this to do like a noise dive down and then kind of sweep up. So what I did probably was I turned the level over here, and what I'm thinking, let me reverse this, and let me do this one too. I probably came over here and reversed this one too. And by doing that, I'm going to, for me it's just easier to visualize it this way. That's why I reversed it like that, or kind of put it on backwards, and then I want to make it sweep up and then come down. So I'm going to boost the resonance, or increase the attack and the decay for sure. I want to make that long. Let's see what that's, oh, you know what? I didn't even draw it in the MIDI region here. So let me go back. Hello. Okay. Create an empty MIDI region. Extend that out, and let's just add a MIDI note on there. Doesn't matter what it is. Excuse me. Can you move out of the way, please? Okay. Just gonna add a MIDI note in here. It can go the whole length. Here is what we want. Cool. Okay, already I can tell it kind of sounds close. Let me see, but maybe we want that to be a little longer. You know what? I don't think I had an oscillator on. Let me boost this some more. And boost the drive for sure. Okay, let me see here. The level is okay, but oh, you know what it is? Okay. I don't necessarily want this on level, but I definitely want it on pitch because that's what I'm doing. I'm definitely moving that around on the pitch. Oops. So let me throw that on you and see how that goes. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. Let me get that reset. Okay. So. And that's pretty close. It's kind of what's going on there. So it's kind of taking a little bit slower. I could even make that sort of exponential curve. And what I may have done is I may have added like a cutoff. Yeah, what did I do? I added a an auto filter on there and automated that to make it a little less harsh, you know, because it kind of has some really sharp frequencies in there. So what I would have done is gone to dynamics. No, not dynamics, filter right here, auto filter, stereo. Just to kind of soften that up a bit. And what I did was I kind of automated it at the parts that seemed a little harsh to me. So, yeah, as you can see, I kind of dipped it down there like that. And that cool little what thing is what you get when you sweep that comb filter up like I did there. Whoops. Yeah, of course, you gotta start it from the beginning here. But that's basically what I did. I probably added a bit of reverb on there and bounced it. Added this filter, threw on a pancake here to kind of move it around and give it some more stereo motion. See how it kind of moves back and forth, to and fro. And then what I did was I added a directional mixer, directional mix on here to kind of contain it within this area. I could have done it in here, but I'm too lazy to do that. So, yeah, that's how I made that. It's basically how I made that sound. Doesn't sound exactly the same, but that's the method behind it. Alright, next thing I did, let's see, what else is pretty cool in here? Oh, okay, so this build is kind of funny here. I made this riser out of my voice, and it's kind of ridiculous. I'm happy my girlfriend was in here because she would have thought I was a lunatic. But what I did for this riser right here, it's kind of creepy and sounds like babies nanaing or something. And that wasn't the original intention behind it. But originally what I did is it's just my raw voice, if you can hear it. That's just me going, because I kind of already had everything else laid down. I just felt like layering a riser on top of it. And then I cut the lows on there, threw it through an amp, looks like, to make it... Yeah, it makes it sound a little more like a car or something like that. And then really changed it up was the step effects here. I threw this boy on, and it sounded like this. So you see it adds a lot of reverb and kind of just gives it some motion. And I didn't change anything on this. I just opened it up and it was exactly as these settings, and I thought it sounded great. So I just left it like it was. And then I threw another filter on there. And you know, I think I'm automating that on here. Let's find out. Yeah, I'm just automating the cutoff so that it just slowly lets up on the high end. I threw in a directional mixer, and what I did was I automated the direction of this too, to kind of make it spread wider as it continued on. And then I definitely, pretty sure I threw in some gain to just kind of level balance it, and automated the adjustments there too. Yeah, to kind of keep it a little more even dynamic. But yeah, that was that sound. It's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Let's see, let's do that. You know, I really like that little arpeggiated thing there. And as you can hear the metronome on that. You hear that click. That was pretty stupid, but you know what? It's hardly audible in the actual track, so I just kind of left it there. But let's see if we can recreate that. So this one, I'm pretty sure I made in Alchemy, and I definitely did something like a double pulse sort of thing. So I took 2 pulse waves, probably not the same. I'm not exactly sure which combination I used. Let's see, what do they look like? And I know I definitely made one an octave higher so that it sounds... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to hear it right now, am I? Yeah. Okay, so I know that I definitely arpeggiated kind of the main tonic chord on this, which is B minor. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new MIDI region and draw that in here real quick for you guys. Let's see. B minor. Let me get my keyboard out real quick. Let's see. And sorry guys, my working space here is really small, and I kind of need some more real estate right here. I'm gonna have to bend you like this and see what's going on here. Okay. So now you visually on the keyboard there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw that in real quick. So now I have this, and that's pretty much exactly what I want. And definitely ran it through an arpeggiator here, and it goes up and down. Probably 2 octaves. That's about right. Let's see. I don't want that top note repeated like this. So I didn't do that. Yeah, that's what I did. Cut off right there, because it's like do 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 8 notes, right? So I'm gonna cut off right here. That sounds Pretty close. And I definitely ran that through a bandpass and kind of did a put the cutoff through an envelope. That did, let me do that sort of thing again where I'm gonna reverse it and boost the attack and decay. I'm gonna take the sustain down, I don't need any of that. Oh, and you know what? Let me take the trigger off here so that's not triggering every time a new note plays like that. I don't want that. I want it to go over the whole thing over a long period of time. Kind of like that, except for, where's my decay? Let's see, why isn't it coming back? Why isn't the decay coming back down? Oh, it's just, okay. Just needs to be a lot longer. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did put this on the wrong way. Let's try that again. Yeah, and that's kind of what I must have done there. There we go. Gave it some resonance. Yeah. And you know what? It sounds like there's some... This probably isn't the right wave that I used here. Probably something more like that. And maybe with a bit of white noise on there too. Let's see. Let's see if that sounds close. Oh, okay, you know what, there's a little extra note at the bottom there, but that's alright, I'm not going to worry about that. And the pulse wave at the bottom definitely feels more like a square or something like that. It's got a little more beef to it. And then what sort of effects have I run this through? Definitely, okay, I took off the low end. Boost the, what did I do with this gain here? Oh, just gave it a little bit of dB is what I did, and ran it through a compressor to give it a little more bite. Yeah, and that's about it. And you know what, for some reason I made this into an audio track by doing it this method. I ran the output here to I don't know, some bus. Let's just say bus 44. And then I made an audio track and made its input the same bus. So that way the signal's going into that. This audio track is receiving the signal from this MIDI instrument. And I recorded it that way. And I must have left the metronome on when I did that. Whoops. Okay. So now I have this new audio track. Yeah. And it bounced out with the metronome in there. And that's how I made that sound. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? That's pretty cool. Interesting. Maybe something. Oh, okay. Okay. So I really like this right here. And that is, so that's, these are audio clips that I had from a separate recording from my friend Gina. And she's an awesome singer. I had her voice samples and I kind of just chopped them up. I found pieces that I liked and used them. And this is the main piece that I used right here. And I think that was already pretty heavily processed. It was kind of already like that. I think I may have just processed it a little more by putting on this auto-tune. And then what I did is I just took a bunch of these little clips right here. And you hear those clippings from the... I decided to just leave those clippings in because it kind of made the vocal pop out a little bit more than usual. In the mix, when you hear it all together, like so. And what I did is I kind of took a bunch of these clippings, rendered them together into this sample right here, and just threw a speed up on it, as you can see. So if we remove the speed up, it sounds like this, right? But then if I add it back in, what was it, 171? Yeah, it just makes it into this cool little transition effect. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I like that. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh, you know what? I know something. So this is something that's really fun. This glitchy synth right here. Sort of. It's kind of like this funky synth that I put in the background for the second part there. Yeah, those like synthy stabs. It just gives it a little more movement and, I don't know, a little more ear candy. And they're super easy to make too. So this is just a plain saw wave, I'm pretty sure. In Alchemy. Yep, just opened a saw, unisoned it, detuned it a bit, added a little bit of sync just to make it sound pretty cool like that. Let me remove the effects really quick so you can hear what it sounds like. Oh, okay. And what I did here was I added an LFO onto the band filter right there. And as you can see, it just gives it some movement, makes it a little more interesting rather than just a plain saw wave. And what I did to make it that funky pattern that you hear though is it's run through a bus and it is sidechained. It has a noise gate on it that's sidechained to an audio clip, which is right here. So here's the audio clip by itself. Whoops. Oh yeah, that's right. So the audio clip right now you can't hear it because it has no output on it. But if I switch the output over here to stereo output, so you hear that's what it originally sounds like, right? But what I don't want to hear that sound though. I want it to still be there, but I want the output to be none. And what I want here is this bad boy. I want its noise gate to be sidechained to it. That way it's changing at the signal of the audio clip that we have there. Every time it goes above the threshold. So as you can see, without it sounds like this. Without it sounds like this, right? And then with it, yeah, it's pretty dope, right? Super easy to do. And then I just added, let's see, a filter to kind of make it a little more precise and sit better in the mix. Let's see, I gave it a vocal rider here to kind of keep it the same dynamics, so that the spikes weren't so harsh. The chorus, I added some of that on there to make it more stereo. But yeah, that's what that sounds like. It's pretty cool. And let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. So for this outro here, I think I can talk about the Um, let's see, I can talk about the harmony of the guitar or something. Because the harmony I find really cool. It's really basic right now, but then I add in kind of a richer layer. Okay, so yeah, let me show you what that is all about. Alright, so I've got my guitar here. Now, let me show you exactly what that is. This song, without getting too deep into theory here, I have this harmonic sequence that just kind of goes around. Basically, it starts at home and comes back to home. So I have, it's in D major, and I have the D major here, going to the 5, up to the 2, let's see, it's 4, 5, 1, 5, then down to the 4, and then this is where I throw in that 4 minor. Before I settle back at 1. And what that 4 minor does there is basically what that is it's a borrowed chord. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means that it's a chord borrowed from D minor, even though we're in D major. So what I'm doing is I'm taking, in D major, normally this diatonic harmony, this 4 chord right here, which is G, so this G in the key of D major is usually a major 4. But if you're talking about the key of D minor, then it's typically a minor 4. Sorry, my guitar is a little bit out of tune, but you get the idea. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a G minor in the key of D major. And so it sounds really different and cool. It's not exactly expected. What that does, it just opens up a window of possibilities for melodic complexity, and I really like that. You hear it a lot nowadays. It's becoming more popular. You can hear it in Post Malone's new song, what is it, Goodbyes. You hear it in, I think Thank You Next has it too. And it's just becoming more and more popular in the West. It's something that's super common in the East. If you ever listen to K-pop, any Chinese music, Japanese music, I'm sure you've heard it before. But yeah, it's really cool. It's one of my favorite sounds, and that's why I use it in all the time in all my stuff. So that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you learned something. If you have anything that you want to learn or that you want to discuss, leave a comment and I'll reply to it. I would like to know what you guys want to learn, and I'll make a video about it. Missing Miami will be out everywhere September 6th, so check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and of course follow me on social media so you can get the updates. This is Tonic Dream, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.